there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. Excited na ako kasi meron namang upload ang Nook's Top 5. So, i-subscribe nyo ang Nook's Top 5 kasi ito yung pinaka-the best mag-top 5 ng mga horror ng mga video. Paborito natin lahat to, Nook's Top 5. So, ito, wag natin patagal ito. Ang pamagat nito ay scary videos that will scare the heck out of you. So, ito na. Ano daw, masyado daw matatakot ang ating neck. Sa sobrang takot. Kumbaga tatalsik daw yung ating neck kasi heck out of you. So yung neck daw natin ay tatalsik. So ito, huwag natin patagalin. Tirahin natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed.
Uy, nakakatakot to. Dito ino-autopsy. Parang ano yun eh. Parang morgue, di ba? Di ba ang creepy nung pag morgue, tas autopsy?
One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch. And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Creepy ng mga bahay sa kanila? Oh my God. May anino, no?
What in the actual hell?
Oh, wala naman tao. Wala naman tao.
There's literally...
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem. But it's
Ayoko talaga nung ganyang pinto, yung may salamin. Bakit kailangan? Nakakatakot yung ganyan eh. Yung pinto mo may salamin.
usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times and I just didn't think anything about it.
Now, Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what
Grabe, ang galing nila mag-English. Nakakaingit.
he could have saw at his door that night, but it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be.
Tingnan nyo naman kasi yung bahay. Nakakatakot naman talaga. Pinto pa lang.
For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced anything like this. So just who or what did he see at his door? Next,
Babae, no? Tingnan nyo yung mukha.
what
Tingnan nyo yung
did he
mukha.
see at his door?
Ayan, no? Mata. Mata, ilong. Parang may buhok siya, pero parang kalansay yung mukha. Zoom nyo, makikita nyo.
Next up, a woman is recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that she accidentally caught something that is downright creepy.
Oh, yun yun, may tumakbo.
Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool,
Oh,
passing
shit.
right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light? Or did these people capture real evidence of the supernatural? A little visit. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre.
Bizarre. May umilaw.
Some little figure that seems to be walking on two legs moves under the stairs. Then, as a woman passes by, it seems to press itself up against the wall to avoid her attention. Then the little figure quickly crawls between the steps and disappears out of sight. Weirdly, whatever this is almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe. Now, Jose believes that the security cam caught a duende, a
Duwende nga. Yun ang sasabi ko, duwende.
mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore that is said to be similar to a gnome or leprechaun. But let me know what you think this is. Through the eyes of a
Duwende.
child. A young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old.
Ito na, 3 years old, bata. Sigurado to, creepy to.
Her aunt is filming her at the table when suddenly this happens.
Look, an apple. Don't come in here.
Oh!
Okay, stay in there. Stay in there in the library. Don't come in here. Okay? I won't let you anymore. I'm just gonna get.
Oh
Who
my
you
God.
talking to?
I don't like that.
Who you talking to?
I don't want you. No.
Huh?
I don't do. I don't like that one.
Ang
Well,
weird.
who?
Oh my God, nakakatakot.
You don't like who? What, baby?
I don't.
Like what?
Oh my God, ang creepy nun. Bata yan eh. Diba?
Okay, guys.
It's now 15 years later and Kyla is 18. She says she
Sabi ko
has
na eh. Sabi ko na, akala ko nanay niya yun. Hindi pala. Sabi ko parang kamukha. Yan na pala ulit yun.
very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone on the stairs, and I was like, "Don't you come in here!" And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could see that I'm looking that way, and I'm just like, you know, because it's coming at me, and I'm like, "Get away!"
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Nuke's Top 5 viewer Dallas Clark says that she's worried that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation. You see, her young son
Bata
seems to
naman.
be having an argument with someone. But the problem is, he's in his room all alone.
Won't talk.
You wanna talk?
You won't talk to me. Wait. Ghost man.
Ghost man.
Ghost man. Ghost man. Ghost man. You say yes.
Oh my God.
I stupid.
Ah,
You don't like you anywhere. Yeah.
wala, nagmura pa.
Talk to me, ghost. Huh? You are in shock. You want to talk, ghost? You want to talk to me? I'm gonna beat you up.
Oh my God.
If you don't be quiet now, I'll go. Go, ghost.
The toddler
Grabe, ang galing mag-English ng mga bata sa kanila, no? Ang gagaling.
seems to be speaking to an invisible entity that he has named, quote, Ghost Man.
Ghost
The
man.
boy even goes so far as to threaten to beat up Ghost Man.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Tapang ng bata eh, no? Inaaway yung multo eh.
If you don't be quiet now,
The little boy even yells for the ghost to leave.
I'll go. Go, ghost.
Dallas says that her son still speaks to, quote, Ghost Man, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home.
Go, right.
Oh my goodness.
Another family in Houston, Texas has a similar strange experience with their 1-year-old daughter. One evening, Tiffany Matthews notices that her little girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things get really weird.
Puro bata
Y'all,
to.
I don't know who she playing with, but it's an invisible person, and they're tickling her.
Ang creepy.
Stop.
Ay, gagi, creepy to.
And I pray so much, it can't be no bad spirit in here. Cause I pray so much over this house.
Hey, you play with your granny? You play with your granny?
Wow.
You play with your granny?
She is really interacting.
Oh, no, ang creepy.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that
Alam niyo, naniniwala ako dito eh. Alam niyo bakit? Si Ponggoy, nung bata kami, meron siyang kalarong ganyan. Ang pangalan daw ay Alex. Ay, kikilabutan ako pag naalala ko.
whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination? Or just what are these young children seeing? You decide. If you see something that you think would be
Ayoko na ganyan, 3 years old. Dati si Ponggoy ganun. Mga 3 years old din yata siya nun. May kalaro siya, kaya ispadahan.
ghost hunts gone wrong. In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe.
Oh my goodness, Mamma Mia! Gumalaw yung salamin, yung aparador. Creepy ng aparador. Ay!
The mirror on the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex, barely missing him. But there's
Oh, may
something
gumanon, may
even
anino.
weirder here. Because, did you see it? Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice. He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's nothing there. Mark Sebastian is staying at the
Gago, mapanakit yung multo na yun. Malupit.
infamous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in North America and is most famously known as the inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining.
Diyan masarap pumunta sa most haunted hotel ng Amerika. Kaya tamad lang ako kumuha ng visa eh.
Turns out that the hotel does live up to its spooky reputation. As Mark is filming the outside of the hotel late one night, he captures this.
Ano yun? Ano yun? Ano yun?
I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window. Look in this window right here.
Oh, meron nga. Oh my
A dark
God.
figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
This is the room where I saw something.
Bakit ang multo, ito tanong ko lang, bakit ang multo, pag nagpapakita siya, sisilip na gano'n, tapos pag nakita na nakuha na siya ng camera, nagtatago. Ay, siguro ayaw talaga nila makita sa camera, no? Ano sila, mga nonchalant? Nonchalant pa tawag doon? Mga nonchalant sila, ayaw nila nakikita.
There's no one there.
Even the hotel staff can't explain Mark's strange ghostly capture, as no member of the staff patrols that room, and it's not open to hotel guests.
Really creepy though.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
Me too.
You should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs.
Please do.
Okay.
Really enjoy.
I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadow Man show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see? Let me know what you think.
Bago walang tao dun sa kwarto, no? Pero may sumilip na ganyan. Yan ang natatakot ako na may makuhanan ako sa video ko na ganyan.
This next clip was sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zach S. He says that just after midnight, he and his friend Brandon were exploring a tunnel in Shinks Ferry, Pennsylvania, that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Creepy naman dyan.
What is that? I hear it sounds like boots, like wet boots walking over here.
Well, I heard that too, but did you hear the like low like?
Yeah.
Oh, yun yun.
Yeah, that's what I was describing as a growl.
Like a male grunting.
Oh my God.
Same. What's going on?
No, takbuhan!
The two guys hear what sounds like a person moving in the tunnel, which kind of freaks them out. But as they go to check it out, they hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their car in absolute terror.
Pag may isa talaga tumakbo, takbuhan na talaga yan.
Same. What's going on?
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up? Well, you decide. Caught on camera.
Alam nyo, nakakatakot sa tunnel. Di ba nagpunta na kami sa tunnel? Hindi ko na kayang tumagal dun. Nung nag-solo ko, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang takot. Kasi ang problema sa tunnel, isa lang yung way mo papunta doon, tsaka pabalik. So pag may nakita kang, pagpabalik ka na, tapos may nakita kang multo, tanga na, paano ka ba? Paano ka ba lalabas doon?
Now, I don't usually feature scary photos on the channel because they're just too easy to fake. But I found these pictures especially interesting just because they're so strange and seem much harder to manipulate.
Ito, photo.
Now, first up, some women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this. Did you see it?
Hindi.
On the right side of the picture, a small boy who seems to be absolutely colorless appears over the women's shoulders. Now, if you don't know, an iPhone live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after. And if you look closely, this little pale gray boy actually seems to be moving.
Oh my
The
God.
women say that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children around anywhere. Next up, a young woman named Tegan is taking a picture with her boyfriend. But later when she prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background.
Oh my God, nakita ko agad. Nice. Uy! Sa salamin? Sa salamin niya? Reflection?
Very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture.
Oh, gago. Ang creepy na itsura. Tumas yung balahibo ko sa batok.
Destination unknown. Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should. Back in 2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck.
Napanood ko to eh.
Now, this movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie studio actually put ads on log trucks. Now, the Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody's behind that truck. Not one car in the lane.
Wala talagang sumusunod eh, no?
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2, or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2 because why are we following this jam?
Tori, every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck. They have.
Ako din, ayoko sumunod sa ganyan. Oh, kasi napanood ko yung Final Destination. Kakatakot talaga.
Just drive those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy, because sometimes it actually happens.
Arriving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance. For some reason, they're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose the log. Happening! It's happening!
Oh my God! Ayan na.
Oh my God, I have my camera out. Oh my God!
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side, even though the driver weirdly just kept going. But no, as I said before, this has actually happened.
Oh my God.
This crazy, boy.
So, is it scary or just a public service message? Either way, just do not drive behind a log truck. Thank you. The devil down below. A guy named Kayo.
The devil down below. Ito, malupit. The devil. Baka meron sa below ko.
Anthony says that lately he has been hearing strange sounds around his house. Oddly enough, he says that the sounds are coming from beneath his house, in the house's crawl space.
Oh my God! Ano yan?
He sets up a camera down there to see what's going on. What he captures makes his blood run cold.
I just saw the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
Creepy. Oh my God. Gago. Nay. Nay.
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house. Thinking it might be some strange person actually living underneath his home, he goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
I can't sleep. There's a security camera. I don't know what I saw. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what this tarp is. Whether or not there's anything underneath it. I don't see anything.
Ayoko na may silong talaga. Ayoko na may silong.
I don't see any signs of afterlife.
Hindi ako pupunta dyan. Hindi ako pupunta
Kyle
dyan.
investigates and even crawls his way into the space underneath his house. But there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know.
Ayoko na may silong kasi puntahin din ng mga ahas, di ba? Yung silong.
Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
Napanood na natin to. Skip na natin. Buti na lang. Kasi napanood na natin yan. Skip. Ang haba. Mahaba yun eh. Skip na natin
Scared of the device and often just stare at it. Late one night, Sam is driving his adventures as he drives the driver inside. End of the road. Sam Rossi is an independent truck driver in Southeast Asia. He regularly posts his experiences and adventures as he drives his truck across the countryside of Indonesia. Late one night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road that local...
Ayoko mag-drive sa ganyang part. Oh, lalo pag solo. Di na. Di ako titingin sa salamin ko talaga. Promise. Pag ako dumadaan sa ganyan, di ako natingin sa salamin ko.
Whose claim is haunted by a dark spirit. Just after he crosses a bridge in the middle of nowhere, his truck suddenly breaks down.
Ay!
Bener.
Nasiraan pa.
Bener sampean. Apa jenenge? Tibae mesinku sing keder. Wis tak servis ya, Lur ya. Hawa nih.
Sakto daw na nasiraan siya kasi natatay na daw siya.
Wis tak servis ya, Lur ya. Hawa nih.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Aku saiki ngomong yo. Mambune
mabaho daw. Mabaho daw, may naamoy daw siyang mabaho. Amoy buni daw, amoy buni. Tingnan nyo. Pakinggan nyo.
Aku saiki ngomong yo. Mambune.
Oh, amoy buni.
Moro-moro mambune gak enak, Lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa? Si ambu amis, Lur yo. Ayo. Sapa?
Nakakatakot ba siraan sa ganyan? Diyos ko po. Nay! What's that? Nay! Putang na, gago. Hayop ka.
Sapa iki?
Ano yung ba't may paa? Nay! Ano, kahit scripted dyan, nakakatakot siya. Nakakatakot nga eh. Oh my God.
Sapa iki?
Nay!
Kulot! Kulot!
Kulot daw, kulot! Kulot! Sabi niya, hey, kulot!
Sam smells something horrible and peers under his truck, only to see someone's bare feet that seem to be floating just above the pavement on the other side. But when he checks, there's no one there. After this spooky encounter and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help. Scurry videos.
Gago yung si Kulot, no? Nakalutang yung paa ni Kulot na amoy buni.
Now, these are videos that kind of fit this scary genre, but they're kind of goofy or funny. Maybe just goofy. Anyway, you decide. First up, a man spots something terrifying peering at him from the corner of his door frame.
Tapos sabi niya, sumisilip-silip lang ang multo eh. Ayaw niya talaga magpakita eh. Putak!
And then it was just his cat. But
gago, natakot ako, napamura ako dun.
how did it get up there? Was it something supernatural? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't anything supernatural. Next, we move on to something really scary that actually makes its way inside the door. The result is truly disturbing.
I'm gonna cry. Mom,
Oh my God, may ipis.
I'm gonna cry. Mom,
Some say that this unfortunate woman never made it out of that room.
Ako huliin ko yan, papakain ko sa tarantula ko or doon sa Oscar ko. Pag may nakukuha kasi yung mga uud-uud dito, pinapakain ko sa Oscar.
And then some say she just stepped on that roach.
Natakot ako doon sa pusi. Akala ko multo na, pusi lang pala.
Continuing on, sometimes we hear about strange things that are said to be the result of paranormal activity. But we only have the story and experience of the person who witnessed it. Case in point.
Gago ka. Ayan ang mga tao na masyadong paniwalain sa multo. Yan yung mga taong ganyan. Yung konting galaw lang, iniisip na multo. Konting may naamoy lang na buni. Akala nila multo na. Masaya kayo ng ganyan. Ayan, karma. Sinipa pa yung basurahan. Pinatulan yung basurahan. Tara mo, ayan, mukhang engot tuloy ito. Stupid. Love.
Afterwards, this very scared guy watched the
Alam nyo, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nakakatulog yan tao na yan. Iniisip niya, minumulto siya. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nakakatulog yan. Oo. Kakasakit na yan, hindi pa nakakatulog hanggang ngayon.
CCTV, and he felt like an idiot, I would assume. Now, finally, if you believe in strange creatures and cryptids, well, the road maintenance crew in Australia is right there with you.
Hang on a goddamn minute. Hang on a goddamn minute. There's a fucking what in 40 kilometers?
Ano yun, dinosaur?
Where the fuck are we going?
Anyway, thanks so much for watching.
Grabe, nakakatawa. Ang galing talaga ng Nook's Top 5, no? Pero parang mas magaling na si Goosebump dito, eh. Oo, next time, Sir Crips naman tayo, ah. Oh, Sir Crips. Diba? English lang talaga to, eh. Kung nagkataon na English si Goosebump tsaka si Sir Crips, talo natin to, eh. So, ayan, thank you sa panonood ulit ng reaction video natin. At subscribe, share, and like. And comment. Kung trip yung mag-connect. Yung mga amoy buni dyan, mag-comment kayo, ah. So, ayan, thank you. See you next video.